Hi, Brad from bradsautoglass.com and Backglass Slider on eBay. We're working on a Toyota Tundra 07 Up. We're replacing a fixed window. It's the same left or right side. And I'm going to show you our method of repair. Do not deviate from this method. We've thought this through and this is the best way to do it. We'll give you the tightest watertight seal and cause you the least amount of problems doing the job. Let's get started. You're going to need a caulk gun and you're going to need to modify it. If you buy our urethane has a real large tip. You're going to need to modify the opening a little bit with a grinder so that it'll fit. Make sure you heat it up a little bit. Follow the instructions in the video that goes with the urethane and primer. You're going to need a roll of blue tape or 2-inch tape that will hold, not white tape. A pocket knife, a pair of pliers, a couple heavy-duty clamps, and then we want to prepare the opening. Now this is probably what you've got, or you're going to need to knock the rest of the glass out of here. If the glass is still in, if you could tape it up before you knock it out, you'll save yourself a lot of cleanup and a lot of mess. Sometimes you can do that. One of the things you want to be careful of is there's a mullion that the latch goes to on the driver's side. You want to save this because we want to reinstall this and leave the broken glass attached to it that's attached to it, because that'll keep the height at the right height. So I'm going to clean this up and we'll come back. So to clean it up, you just need to knock the edges off. I use a pair of channel locks. You can use whatever's handy. A hammer works fine. You just want to knock these edges off. A couple of things I forgot. You're going to need to take a chunk out of the cardboard box that your window came in and make these triangles like this. We're going to use these on the outside of the window so that when we tape it down, we can pull it down nice and snug and get the best possible fit. The other thing that you're going to need a can of brake clean. And why do you need a can of brake clean? Because if you get urethane on anything, brake clean's the only thing that'll clean it off. You're also going to use brake clean by spraying it on a paper towel and wiping the window so that it's clean and ready. Brake clean evaporates quickly, so it won't cause any problems with the urethane. So I've got the opening prepped and we're ready to start putting some urethane down, and I'm going to get that down and we'll come back. We're running a bead across the bottom and up the side here. I'm whispering because this is like playing golf. Real nice bead across the top. Now you're going to lay a thin bead going across that mullion. You just want enough for it to touch the glass. The urethane has 1,100 pounds per square inch of tensile strength. It's going to hold.
Continuous bead.
Continuous bead. If there's any breaks in the bead on the left, the right, or the top, you need to fill it in. On the bottom, you don't need to worry about it. It'll just act as a weep hole. Alright, we've got the urethane on. It's time to put the glass on. So I'm ready to put the glass in, and what I like to do is I like to find the upper corner up here and set that glass and follow the edge of the glass. Make sure I'm lined up everywhere here. That's what the tape's for. And push this mullion down. Now to make this inside fit up nice, you got to put the clamps on. You see that, draw that window down You're going to leave these clamps on the tape on for at least 24 hours, maybe 36, depending on your climate. The warmer and the more moisture there is, the faster it cures. These clamps really draw this down. I'm going to finish pushing it down. This outside looks really good, which I'm really happy with. But I'm going to tape it down just the same. Never use duct tape until you get your blue tape down. So I'm going to come across this outside corner and I'm going to start all the way at the far end of the window so that the tape doesn't pull free. We take our triangle. See that tape wanting to pull free? And we collapse it and we pull it and wrap it around the cab. Now you can put your duct tape on. Put your duct tape right over this paper tape and that'll give you the strength you need. So now that we've got the window placed in and clamped down and we like what we're seeing, we're going to let this set. I don't like this. I want this tight. There. I don't want that window to slide down because if it dries after it slid down, that's where you're going to live with it. So there's this mullion left to go in. And I'm going to put a bead of urethane on here. Don't worry about these breaks here because there's a seal between this and the window, so it's not going to leak. You just need to get it glued in place so that the latch will work. Alright, so I've got the weather seal pressed in place and I like where it's at. This is the latch for the receiver for the latch. You can see the notch, and then there's this rounded cup that lets the window slide in and this catches the window. So this is the way it goes in. I've got urethane applied to just the glass. Again, this isn't going to cause a leak because I got the seal right here. You can tuck it down in the bottom and roll it up into place. There's a little squeeze out like I've got, don't worry about it. Any squeeze out on the outside because of too much urethane is not a problem. Spray it with the Windex and let it set for 3 hours and it gets to a soft state, not quite cured, where you can still work it, and just take a razor blade and trim it off. And there we go. I think that'll give you a good complete installation. Make sure you got your receiver over far enough so that it catches the glass, but not too far that it pushes the seal off the glass. That concludes this video. I'm Brad from bradsautoglass.com. Visit our website, navigate. If you have any questions, feel free to email us.